So here we've got a model of a classroom. If you're making a 3D model yourself, you can make it to scale of your own classroom. You can decide exactly where the door goes. So I'm going to just put the door here for now. So we've got a classroom plan. It's a really good idea then to lay out the walkways that naturally go through your room, because you don't want anything blocking those walkways. So perhaps there's another door at the end of your classroom, so you don't want anything really interfering with that area. Or maybe you have another door here. So use pieces of wool to mark out the areas where you don't really want anything too much to be going on. So for the sake of this classroom, I'm going to make it have a walkway through the other side. So there's another door here. So I don't really want to have too much in the centre of this room. Think about the different areas that you want in your classroom and where you're going to position them. So perhaps for now I'd like to put the house area here, and perhaps I've got some water here in my classroom and a basin, so I'm going to put the art area in this part of my classroom. I want a writing area, and I think that could work well here near the house area, and because books and writing are connected, I'm going to put the book area just here, which leaves me with the toy area, which might work well just as children come into the classroom. I might change my mind, and that's why it's so great to have a model. If I want to switch things around, it's very easy to do. So then perhaps I want to think about where I want my furniture and how I want my room divided. So I'll need a shelf in the writing area to keep my materials in, and also to make a sort of way to mark, this is the book area, this is the writing area. Children will need a table and chairs in the writing area, so I'll pop that there. I'm not going to need a table in the book area, but I want to make that really comfortable, so I'll put a rug there. And then I've got to make sure the rug's a good size. I don't want the rug to really be a trip hazard, so think about the size of rug that I'm having in that area. And then the toy area. Again, children really like to sit on the floor to play, so perhaps I'll have another rug here so that children have got somewhere soft and comfortable to play, and perhaps some shelves here to mark the difference between the book area and the toy area. The art area will need a table and perhaps some shelves to store equipment. And again, the house area, maybe I want a rug here, maybe not, but I'll put one here for now. So I just need to look and think, will this work? Do I really want the book area next to the toy area? Children like to be perhaps quieter, so maybe I'll swap the book area and writing area around. So again, you can do that really easily when you've got a model. So I'm going to do that right now. I think I want my book area here and my writing area there. And that would work well with the walkway. Children could look at books from the house area. I think that could work quite well as a layout. I'm going to add some cushions to my book area, because although I've not got chairs, I want children to be comfortable and cosy as they sit and look at books, and perhaps have a bookshelf there. So children will walk through, they can go to the different areas. I think this could work quite well. So I need to think about the sort of storage I want, because I want children to be able to help themselves to materials. I might just have open baskets or boxes just on rugs so that children can see what's inside, or I might put baskets onto the shelves so that children can easily see into the baskets or boxes and take them out, find what they need and put them away again. So if I think about the size of tables I've got, I can fit enough children around the table to do a group time, so that will work well. Make sure I've got enough space for sort of 8 to 10 children here and 8 to 10 children here. I want to think about the kinds of materials, but I'm happy with that for a layout. So now you've seen the 3D model of the classroom and we've talked it through with the different areas. I'm really wondering what you're thinking. Perhaps you're thinking, oh, I just don't like that idea. Perhaps you're thinking, that's great, I'd like to give it a go. Perhaps you have lots of questions. Whatever you're wondering, that's really, really fine. You might be wondering, is the classroom set up like this all the time? Yes, it is. But of course, if you're having small group time, that doesn't mean that the children are going to access all of the areas all the time. So what some teachers do when it's small group time, for example, and they know they don't want the children to be distracted, they'll perhaps take a sheet and cover over the shelves and the equipment that they don't want the children to use at that particular time of the day. And that works really well. Children get used to the fact that this isn't a time for these materials and oh, the covers are off. This is a time for those materials. So, you know, that can help if you're not sure about that. And it works so well when your room's set up for that time of day. I think you call it maybe choosing time, where the children are free to go wherever they want in the nursery or in your classroom. They have so many more choices, and they really, what I've noticed, become a lot more independent. They know where things are, they can draw pictures, they can make models in the art area, they can really follow through on that interest. So that fits so well with your wishes that the child is at the centre. They can play with the things that are most interesting and most exciting to them.